I've never been this terrified of a Monday. I can't even remember the last time I had a Monday. For the past decade, every day was a Saturday. The stratosphere of awesomeness that I had been living inside of. Free from the shackles of soul-crushing alarm clocks and morally bankrupt obligations, I would wake up at the time of my choosing. The world consistently in front of me, not behind me. Life felt infinite. Now, gone. I had to set my alarm for a job, an office job. Starting tomorrow, this job was officially ending my dream of being a musician. I would wake up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and have to murder my dream. The dream I've had ever since I was a little kid. My band had been, in retrospect, getting by for the past decade. We had been close to making it big a couple times. Well, one time. But we got close. We could taste it. We could feel it. We could see it. Right there. It didn't happen. So we've spent the past 3 years living on the 5-yard line. That's a tough place to live. Seeing the finish line, but when you try to move, you can't. Because your feet are stuck in cement. So the band broke up. The most devastating domino effect imaginable. First, the drummer, Mickey, he had to call it quits. He had a young kid, a wife, and she couldn't be the sole breadwinner anymore. So Mickey had to walk away. Man, that guy could jam. He once did an 11-minute solo that was the stuff of legends. Next was JJ, bass guitar. He got another offer to join a different band. A band that was actually living the dream. He couldn't pass it up. Well, he could have, but that would have been insane. He had a chance to make it out, and as much as it pained us to say it, he had to go. So he went. Right now, he's playing somewhere for decent cash. And tomorrow, he will not need an alarm clock. I have learned through meditation to keep my bitterness at ease. I wish JJ nothing but rainbows. And then there were two, me and Rex. Rex wanted to keep going. He was only 27, a baby compared to me. I was knocking on the door of 35, but I saw the writing on the wall. The writing that had gone from a light scribble to a blinding neon sign. I couldn't pay my rent next month without borrowing more money. I couldn't keep borrowing money from my incredibly supportive parents. I felt like a joke. I couldn't keep squeaking by. I was going to be 40 and still living with roommates. No way, man. I refused to bum it. So I bowed out. It was time. Time to murder my soul and find a job. A real job. Tomorrow was gonna sting. I can't fall asleep. It's 10 at night, and I am staring up at my ceiling. My ceiling with a little gray crack from a leak that happened 2 weeks ago. I had it all mapped out. Well, I thought I did. I would get very little sleep Saturday night, power through Sunday until I hit a reasonable crashing hour, and then go to bed. Didn't work out. I did the first part, the part where I got very little sleep Saturday night. I went out to Hazelwood, my favorite bar, and told the bartender to stop me after 2 drinks. He did. All was running smooth. We shut it down after last call, and I went home. The home where I was splitting rent with 2 other women who were much younger than me and yet way more successful in their careers. Well, they had careers. Nursing. I was on my way to be an administrative assistant. Every little girl's dream. I got home around 4, but instead of crashing, I had coffee. Instead of giving me a kick up, it gave me a punch down. By 7 a.m., I was running on fumes. I thought about hitting up my friend Styx for a little coke, but that was a slippery slope. I tried going for a run, nature's caffeine. I got about half a mile before the nausea clawed its way up my throat. Some sweet little Asian woman gave me her water bottle. I wish I got her name. Anyway, I got home, my roommates were about to go to work, and the apartment felt so silent. That's the first time I felt it. Sunday scaries. I had to escape the scares. So I closed my eyes. Just a little nap. That was the plan. Cut to me waking up at 4 in the afternoon. My plan crashed and burned. Now it's 11 at night and I can't stop staring at my ceiling. I popped a melatonin. Didn't take. I'm debating taking another one or 2. I'll give it till midnight, and if I still haven't fallen asleep, I'll sling another one back. I actually debate calling Oak, the bartender who looked hotter than he ever has last night. We've hooked up before. He was a calm influence last night. And a little sex might make me relaxed. But our hookups tend to run long. We fit well in the bedroom. But that's a dicey predicament. If he stays over, we might go at it more than once, and then my plan will backfire because I'll be too tired for work in the morning. I could kick him out after. I think he'd be cool with that. He's pretty mature, as far as bartenders I've banged goes. No, I need to be an adult. That's the whole point of this. Growth. Shed my skin. I swear to God that thing in my ceiling is getting bigger. It's 1 in the morning, and I'm watching True Romance. I just got to the part where James Gandolfini meets Brad Pitt. This might be the best scene in movie history. If you disagree, we probably won't be getting married. I put this on for 2 reasons. 1, it's incredible. 2, I thought it would calm me down. Negative. It's just making me more wired. What movie has a better energy than True Romance? I'm more awake now than when I had started it. Oak looks like Christian Slater. It's turning me on. Even more than usual. I shut off the movie. I try deep breathing. Close my eyes. Focus on tomorrow. This is working. I am immediately feeling more relaxed. Until it hits me again. Sunday scaries. How do people handle this? I can focus on nothing else beyond that feeling. That feeling that will jolt through my body once that alarm goes off and my former life is left by the side of the road to rot. Alone. I am overwhelmed with nostalgia. I partied hard, yet every day could have been better. I am running the whole timeline like a Rolodex. From the moment I graduated college, up until right now. I think about how excited I was back then. I was a mutant. We all were. We could split a 30-pack of beer, wake up, and go play volleyball. How did I do that? I am still slightly hungover from getting drunk last Thursday. Which was, how many days ago? I can't do math. That's a good sign. It means I'm getting tired. Christian Slater pops into my head. I quickly throw him away. No time for that now. The nostalgia is gaining power. I am thinking of everything I could have done better. I could have put in more time. Rehearsals, writing, marketing, shaking hands. I should have played the game. I didn't play the game hard enough. I thought the music would be my ticket, but you gotta play the game. Politics. Be a politician. I could never do it. Every time I start to feel a sense of calm, my body starts to shiver. The alarm. I'm looking at it. Maybe if I stare at it long enough, it will lose all power. I'm having a staring contest with my alarm clock. This is pathetic. I turn onto my back. I'm squinting at the ceiling circle. It is absolutely getting bigger and darker. The light spots look like eyeballs. I'm shifting my bed. If I keep my bed sideways, I'll be able to avoid a potential leak. With just my luck, I'll finally fall asleep, and then my ceiling will cave in. That's how I've been feeling for the past month. Ever since I told Rex it was over, I've been walking through life like a ghost, waiting for my ceiling to cave in and the gross radiator water from above would drown me, and that's how I'd be remembered, as that tall singer from that band who used to jam at that bar. My name, the band's name, the name of our best song, none of them would be remembered. They'd all just exist in this big red haze, floating over the lives of the people who made it. People who figured the ins and outs of life and are now on a path. I try to think of tragedies. The folks who have it worse. Way worse. I try to put my life in context. What if I was born there? Or that other place? That could have been worse. How is this not helping? I'm flooding my brain with perspective, and all I can think about is the sound my alarm will make when it goes off and strangles me. I'm standing on my bed aiming a little key light that JJ gave me towards the ceiling, the color of which seems to be shifting. It looks red? That can't be right. JJ's light must be funky. JJ was funky. That's why he made it. He played the game. He shook hands, kissed babies. He sold out, and now he's selling out. I got nothing to sell. I'm alone, and I can hear my alarm clock. Its pulse. From this high above, my alarm clock kind of looks like a spider, sitting on the corner of my windowsill, waiting for me to fall asleep so it can bite into my neck and suck my blood dry. I want to drop it on the ground and smash it with my steel-tipped boots. I want to dump it in a trash can and light it on fire. I want to slather it with meat and feed it to a bear. I try to remember the last time I have been this angry. Nothing comes to mind. All I can think about is my alarm clock. Will I even have a soul when it goes off? It's 2:37 a.m., and True Romance is over. I'm crying as Christian Slater and Patricia Arquette walk along the beach with their child. I think about Chris. Not Christian. Chris. My Chris. What used to be my Chris. My first boyfriend. My first real boyfriend. College. He could have been the one. If he had been the one, I would not be here right now. I would be married with 2 kids and a career and a house and a whole lifetime of memories to look back on and look forward to. It hits me. Appreciation. I need to appreciate the last decade so I can accept who I am now. Don't look back in anger. Great Oasis song. Also, apropos. I saw Oasis live once. It was terrible and amazing all at the same time. Liam Gallagher showed up drunk. He couldn't sing. But we took shrooms and sang the songs anyway. That's what I remember. How good it was because it was bad. New plan. Embrace the bad to make it good. My job is going to be terrible. I am going to be an administrative assistant for a demolition company. I am qualified because they want something for clients to look at. I am being used for my looks. I say this with full humility. I am not filled with pride as I say this. I am horrified. I am being used for a company that is neither meaningful nor well-paying. I am a pawn for a chessboard made of cheese. I am filled with more dread than I have ever known before. I contemplate watching True Romance again until I feel the drip. It's 3:27 a.m., and there is something brewing above me. This potential ceiling tsunami seems to be expanding. The dark red circle is spreading like a malignant rash. Yet there does not seem to be a drip. What the hell did I feel then? Maybe it was my alarm clock spitting at me. I can hear it, hissing, like a salivating spider. One of those mammoth tarantulas that is so big it eats birds. Can you imagine? Spiders that are so big they can actually eat birds? Maybe that's the answer. Scare myself to sleep. Maybe everyone has it backwards. They let the fear consume them. Wrong. Run towards the fear, the scares. The Sunday scares. I am picturing tarantulas. It opens its horrifying mouth. It shows me its fangs. Rather than hiss, it begins blaring, like an alarm clock. I contemplate if I have to get up at 6. I wanted to get in early, but 20 minutes feels too early. What if I got up at 6:20 instead? Every minute counts. I do it. I change the wake up from 6 to 6:20. I am taking ownership of this situation. I think I heard a moan. I press my ear against the wall. Oh my God! One of my roommates is getting busy at 4 in the morning. It sounds kind of hot. I've never heard her have sex before. She always seems kind of square. But getting busy at 4 a.m. on a Monday morning? She sounds committed. The guy is pretty mute. Sounds familiar. Women creating the illusion that sex is good. Either way, I am jealous. I bet Oak is still awake. He would come over if I texted him. I don't really consider it. I just tap myself on the back by acknowledging that he would come over. Even now. That was definitely a drip. It's 5 a.m. and I am more awake than I have ever been. Going to sleep now seems counterintuitive. I have no choice but to just power through. I can get in early. Really early. Load up on that free coffee that Angelo had promised me. Angelo, the greasy owner who asked me questions such as, "Do you see yourself starting a family soon?" Then he followed that up by asking if I liked really tall Italians. 'Cause he had a nephew who was 6'6". I'm disgusted by this man. I left the interview having no idea what I would be doing. I mean, I know what I would pretend to be doing. Answering phone calls, making phone calls, getting the mail, mailing the mail. I am filled with rage. JJ should have stayed with the band. We made a pact. An oath. Whatever it was we made. He was a part of it. We were on the 5-yard line, and he checked out of the game. A rep from Epic Records saw us jam once, and he bought us drinks after. We hung out for 3 hours. He took all of our info. We had a meeting. An actual meeting. With Epic. It was all set up. He said he would get back to us. We got drunk. Really drunk. We had made it. We had really made it. That was 2 years ago. We held out hope, our only hope to hold on to, and then we got that email. Even though he had all of our numbers, he emailed us and said that he had become the manager for another band, but really loved our sound. We asked if he wanted to represent us too, since he got us. More importantly, he got our music. He answered by never answering. And just like that, the 5-yard line turned into a parking lot. Dream over. The final 5. 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, it all ends. I will officially step into my new reality. A new reality in which I lose. I am a loser. There is no other way to see myself now. I think this as I stare at myself in the mirror. Sadness is stabbing me. I am now fully dressed and pacing around my room. My tiny room. I hear another moan. My roommate is on round 3 with her quasi-boyfriend, and I am diving headfirst into an existential crisis. If I feel this way now, how will I feel in a year? When I have accepted my life? I become intensely grateful for what remains of who I used to be. I'm trying not to cry, but I do. I feel a drip. It's not the ceiling. It's my tear hitting my wrist. The life I loved and lost is now sprinting past me. I can see it. I can't feel it though. It's too far to touch. I keep crying and have to sit down for a moment. I stare at the clock. 2 minutes. Stand up. If I sit down, I will fall asleep. My eyes feel like bowling balls. I am wearing heels. I haven't worn heels since senior prom. My ankles hurt, and now I'm stumbling around my room like a drunk frat boy. I try to close my eyes and freeze time. Can I just hold on to this? Can I just hold on to this one moment? Before it's over. Before it's really over. Once that clock turns to 6:20, it will officially be Monday. My new life, devoid of life, will begin. I can feel it slipping. There's that fantastically morbid thing about how when you die, you lose weight, which could be your soul leaving your body. I can feel it. Instead of floating upwards towards my tsunami ceiling, it is wrapping around my neck. It is choking me. I have to sit down. 1 minute left. It is only now, when I am 1 minute away from dying, that I consider the alternative. I can turn off my alarm clock. My mind goes into hyperdrive as it tries to sort out all the details. I will have no money. I will have no apartment. I will have no prospects. I will have no future. But I will be free. My alarm clock should have gone off by now. And yet it has not. For the first time since Saturday, I smile. It had gone off, but the volume was too low. I had said it incorrectly. Even if I had fallen asleep, I would have not woken up. This brings me joy. Thank God, I think. I begin to accept my fate as I click my alarm clock, resetting it for tomorrow with the proper volume. I look at my email, triple checking the address of my new job, and then I see it. Start date, Tuesday. My jaw hits the floor. My feet go numb. My heart slides out of my skirt. Today is a holiday. My job starts tomorrow. I was free. Free for another day. A new tsunami had emerged. One made of warmth and comfort. I lay down with a smile wider than the Pacific Ocean. I close my eyes. I am ready to sleep. I am ready for my new life. Until it hits me. Today was not Monday. Today was just another Sunday. Tomorrow was Monday.
We're dancing through the dark with the stars lighting our way. In a world that tries to break us, but we rise and we won't sway. Every heartbeat is a promise that will never fade away. It's gonna be us, chasing dreams into the night.